Alone Together, Episode 2. Welcome back. If you're joining us for the first time, this is a new show that we're starting every week where we write, record, and release a brand new song every week. In just a few minutes, you're going to be listening to the song with us for the first time. If you're just tuning in, we talked about this last week, but the way that we're making that happen is Phil sending me a song. I'm going to add whatever I want to it. I'm not going to send it back to Phil, so he has no idea what I've done to the song that he sent me. And then I'm going to send it on to Benji. Benji's going to add whatever he wants. Benji's going to send it on to Taimir. Taimir got in on it for the first time this week and added some stuff. I don't know what he added yet, so I'm super excited to hear that. He sends it on to Nate. Nate adds whatever he wants, and then Nate is mixing it. So Nate's the only one who's heard it. So let's go ahead and bring in all the boys.
Hello.
Welcome,
hello.
welcome.
Hello.
I coughed in the middle of all of that, so I apologize. I took
no
a sip
coughing,
of my,
boys.
The
I
facade
took
is
a sip
ruined.
of my drink and lost all control.
Week 2.
So, week 2, we're back, and I'll tell you what, I haven't heard the final song, but even what I had, we are stretching our limits a little bit here. We're broadening the Broke Royal sound, so I'm excited.
No, not stretching our limits. We're massaging them.
We're massaging our limits, that's right.
We've already
well,
gone
no, we're just
three
seeing how far we
different
can stretch.
directions.
Exactly.
We've already gone 3 entirely different directions.
That's very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben just said, first week we did a pilot, we did a very country song. Phil had no idea it was going to take a country turn. And then this past week we did kind of a more traditional Broke Royal song, could have been on our first album. This week, we'll see what we got here in a few minutes. So every week I'm going to start by asking the boys a fun, silly question. This week, what I want to know, I am dying to know, is if you could be in a sitcom, what sitcom would you be in, and what character would you be? I'm going to flip it to Phil first because he's quick.
This is an existing character. I'm not like making up.
You could write in a new character if you wanted.
Okay, I will be.
I'm not going to do that.
I will be the Turtle Boy in Teen Titans.
The turtle boy.
Okay, and why is that, Phil?
When I was in middle school,
Because it's
my
a
AI
sitcom?
my AIM screen name was Turtle Boy Mini. That was my AOL Instant Messenger name.
Sitcom.
Yeah, I don't think
I
Teen
love
Titans is a sitcom, but you know what?
I don't think it is either. No, I don't think it is.
It is a
Yeah,
TV
no.
show.
Boy, is
Yeah.
it.
I mean, Turtle Boy would be more out of place in Friends, so I think. You know.
You'd be Turtle Boy in Friends.
Right,
How about that?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
This is a
Taimir,
tough
what's
question.
I would. I don't know. I'd be. I'd be Turtle Man in Frasier. How about that?
Okay.
Frasier is
I'll-
better than Cheers. I'm saying it right now. I
I
don't know if that's
believe
a hot
I've
take or
seen
anything.
neither.
Those shows are ancient, but
Proud of you.
thank you.
Nate, who you got?
This is tough. I would probably write in a new character, but I would be okay. Hang on. All right, I would be okay. I would probably choose Seinfeld. It's I would choose Seinfeld. I would be Matthew McConaughey from True Detective season 1.
Okay.
Because he has the most like dry, fucking pissed off sense of humor. It's awesome. I love
his
it.
interactions with Kramer would be insane.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
That'd be
what I'm saying.
crazy.
Oh, man. All right. Benji.
I would be in Full House, and I would be the house.
Good.
Quick and easy.
Oh, I see Dana. I'd be the house. That's hilarious. Dana says she'd be in the office, and she'd be the new intern. That's a good one, Dana. I like that.
Good.
Love that.
I think I'd be Milhouse in The Simpsons.
You'd be the house, yeah.
I'd be, yeah, exactly. I would also be the house.
Not
in
again.
The Simpsons. Yeah. Everything's turning up, Millhouse. Okay. We have kept you waiting long enough. It's 4:07. We're going to premiere our brand new song. We're all going to listen to it for the first time. This song is called Bunny Man. You're going to hear a little bit about why that is in a little bit.
Get ready.
But no more context. And we're going to go ahead and cue up this song. All of us together are going to listen to it in 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That was a workout, wasn't it?
Yes. That's awesome.
Something.
The dueling. Oh my
I want
gosh.
to listen again right
Okay.
now. That was awesome.
Wow. Okay. Be sure to let us know in the comments what you think. We can see all the comments as they come in. So please, we love to hear your thoughts. If you're just tuning in, we are going to play the new song again here in just a few minutes, closer in about 10 minutes after we go into a little bit behind the song. So before we even get into that, we're going to all talk about what we did, what we added, and then at the very end, Phil's going to tell us a little bit about the inspiration for the song. So we will play it again in a few minutes.
Really
For all our Patreon, for all our Patreon members, this song will be available later this afternoon for every Alone Together song.
Oh,
so
man. The praise is flowing in.
Praise is flowing in. That's right.
The reviews are in. Bunny Man is a hit.
Right? Bunny Man is a hit. All right, Phil, let's talk about what you sent me.
Okay, it's going to play in the background, but I didn't actually play it with the drive on the vocals, but what I was really excited about this song was I had this guitar riff, and it was really what I would call circular. It was going again and again and again. Yeah, and it was in a weird time signature. But then to sort of level it out, I wanted to go back to 4/4, which is a more normal time signature. I was getting like sort of, originally I was having like a 70s hard rock, like Led Zeppelin type vibe, but then it was kind of pulling more 90s, more grunge, and I'm so excited to see that you all picked up on that and added the distortion on the vocals, and like it's right now, I just love it. I can't wait to listen again.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's so cool.
It is it's very different than our normal sound, that's for sure. As soon as you sent it to me, I was like, oh wow, what are we doing here? But it, like, you have such a great, like, that perfect it kind of almost has, like, you say grunge, but to me I think my first thought was more like hair metal, like kind of like Ozzy Osbourne. I think was the first thing that popped into my head. Which is where that the big toms, the was like very Ozzy to me.
That's awesome.
That's what I wanted to bring in.
So
and then I have this cool right at the beginning, and then as it's going into the bridge, I have that like digital like popping sound I added at the very beginning. But this song
I'll have to
is
listen
just
again because
100%
it all just rushed by me, and I'm still experiencing it. But I had hopes, and they were surpassed. So this is awesome.
Yeah.
So everything like
Awesome.
this, everything from now on is just going to be riff-based rock.
There we go. Riff rock. That's what we call ourselves,
riff
right?
rock.
We are riff rock. Awesome. Well, so this song I didn't do as much. As I said, I wanted to have that big tom part that's really kind of that style. And then I pulled in, kind of just alternated back and forth between those tom parts and just kind of more driving, open hi-hat, kind of rocking out. That's all I did. So this one's a little more straight up. I think Phil's playing it, playing in the background here, so you can hear a little bit kind of just what I added. But it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's epic. It's huge. It's big. It's loud. And that's what this song called for. So this whole series is just about what does the song call for? What do I think the song calls for? And you get to hear that's purely what Colin thinks the song called for. Whereas before in the studio, we kind of be going back and forth. Do we like this rhythm? Do we like this part with this song? This one's a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on over. I sent it on to Benji. Benji, I can tell, kind of followed Phil's cues and did some of his parts. I like that smile.
Thank you.
So tell us what you did, Benji.
So I really kept it pretty simple with what I did. I both kept it simple, but I also threw a lot of things at the wall. So it definitely like changed as it went along. Like I put in it's very funny. Like I picked up on a little bit of I think what everybody was laying down before me. Like I felt like not just the grungy thing, but I also felt the Zeppelin thing. So like at one of the things I threw in was I was like, ooh, what if I took the break and like extended it and did like a crazy like or not a crazy, but did like a Heartbreaker style thing on it, and like that didn't land there. But then there was like other stuff where I'm like, maybe I'll double the riff, and that did land there. And then I was like, maybe I'll do like just like I think I recorded like 3 or 4 different just messy, gross guitar solos that just like not worrying if I'm hitting the right notes, picking the right notes, anything. Just making a mess all over everything. Just seeing like, just feeling that sort of thing. And then I also was getting lots of like, not just grunge, but also like with the drums, I ended up feeling like a real heavy, like kind of Tool-ish vibe. So just kind of that really iconic Danny Carey like is like it's a huge thing he does. So like I also did some and I think I could hear it in the mix, just like some very like texture based like dead picking on strings just to get like a
I heard that.
Like,
I was wondering what that was.
In the break there was these like chun things that I threw in there. So like there was I just kind of threw everything I could at the wall. I was in kind of like a really intense mood at the time, and I just kind of did everything that came to my head and sent it along, and just was like, "You guys figure it out."
Sure. Yeah, it was a good week for that. That's for sure.
It was.
And you nailed it, man. You nailed it. So this is the first week we got to bring in Taimir. And the last couple of songs, I think you ended up recording the bass on. But this week, Taimir Gore, our guy Taimir, did the bass part with brand new Iridium, which he did it late at night because we borrowed, if you all tuned in, we did a live stream on Wednesday. And on Tuesday night, I was like, hey, can we borrow this piece of gear that you just got? Because he wasn't able to make it out for the live stream. And he said, okay, well, I'm going to knock out that bass part for Bunny Man right now. And at, I don't know, 11 p.m. recorded an insane bass line. So tell us a little bit about that bass line.
Yeah. So my what I heard when listening to what I got from Ben, I heard like to me it sounded like an old school like cop show theme song or something, just with like just with like the guitar licks and how the song is kind of linear and short and stuff. So I was just like, I was just like picturing like, like cast names coming up on a screen or something. And so I really wanted to first focus on getting just like a good bass tone. And so I just got like on a kind of Marshall setting, and then just added one of my fuzz pedals to it. And I had enough dynamics, so if I wanted to pick a little lighter, then it wouldn't be overblowing anything, and if I did pick harder, then it would fill up plenty of space. And so I didn't want to get terribly flashy. Not that I am all that flashy of a bass player, but just stick out enough in some parts, and just
I heard
fill
a couple
up
little
space where it was needed the rest of the way.
Yeah, I heard a couple little fills you threw in there, here and there.
A little bit. Yeah, there was already enough flashy guitar work going on. I didn't want to like add too much to that. So
sure.
Yeah,
but it was
fun.
Sound. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So then you sent it on to our guy Nate. Nate, tell us what you added first, and then let's talk a little bit about the mixing. Oh yeah, is that your oh gosh, the singer from Kiss? Is it your Kiss tongue?
I do. I have a long tongue.
We don't need to go into that. Anyway, tell me about tell me about what you added to the song.
So I ended up I re-recorded a couple of Phil's guitar parts just because there were some things about it that I thought with what Benji sent me there were some things about Phil's parts that I was like, this could be tweaked, this could be, different.
Yeah.
So I re-recorded Phil's parts and made all of the guitars play together a little more.
Nice.
And then, Benji, so it was interesting. You had made a slowed down, a version of the song where the ending slowed down. And I don't think Benji recorded to that one. I think he recorded to the original one. And then he said, okay, he sent me a text that was like, okay, where the break is, make this pause in the drums 5 measures longer. But the part that Taimir recorded also didn't have the break in it. So I had to just kind of make the best. Okay. There were a few different things.
You had to change it around.
I moved one of Benji's back. And then because Benji had all these messy guitar things going on at the end, I was like, you know what? I want to do a crazy guitar thing as well. So I recorded this solo over the B section ending of the song, or the pseudo ending of the song, and then the drums come in, and then Benji's stuff comes in. So,
are you playing at the very, very end where it just shreds? Where just shreds at the very, very end? Are you doing that too?
At the very, very end with the two shreddy parts on either side.
Yeah,
that's Benji.
That's both Benji.
Stuff
okay.
Before the shredding before. Yeah. The shredding before that during the the part that's gotta run away. Yep. That's me.
Yeah. So that's you. Okay.
So it was fun. Got to have some
this song could not have too much shredding, in my opinion. Well, let me rephrase it. It had the exact right amount of shredding, and it was a lot. So
yes, it was. So I had fun with it. I wanted to follow Benji's footsteps and add a little spice. So
yeah,
it was a good time.
Go. Awesome. All right. Well, so I think we've all been wondering what Bunny Man is about. So I want to turn it back over to Philip so he can tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind this song. I think we talked about it a long time ago, and he told us a little bit as we were going into it, but I want to hear it from the man himself. So Phil, can you tell us just a little bit about who is Bunny Man?
Absolutely. Well, first, before we get into it, I want to acknowledge that this song was started about a week and a half ago. That's when the process starts for me. And the world was feeling a lot different. And but I knew that this song, which had this larger than life Kiss, Led Zeppelin, Soundgarden type feel, needed to have a big character. And the only notable folklore in the Fairfax, Virginia area is a character called Bunny Man. And he has shown up throughout the years in a bunny costume with a hatchet. There's never been any serious instances. He just shows up and scares people. He's sort of a classic Halloween story around here, a campfire tale. But Bunnyman has never done any harm. He just wanders the train tracks at night, scaring teens who are in their car. So I knew that Bunnyman was the ultimate Fairfax, Virginia myth, and so he has now been eternalized in this song. Yes, you can find a full Wikipedia on him. Hey, Bunnyman was around even when I was a kid in Burke. Ooh, hey, look at that.
Siri heard you.
Siri heard me, and I think I blew a fuse in our house because we got so much gear going in, in my little station. That is A-okay. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, that's the legend of Bunnyman. I would look it up on Wikipedia for sure. And again, Bunnyman is just a friendly neighborhood spook.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Philip. So that is Bunnyman. We're gonna play it out one more time. We do have a live stream on this Sunday for Boston Bids. We're invited, so thank you to them. We're really excited for that. So keep an eye out. Boston Bids. We'll be playing a couple Broke Royals originals on there. And we'll be back next Friday at 4 p.m. with another brand new original Broke Royals song. So in just one moment, Phil's going to come back and he's going to tune us over to listen to the song one more time. It will be available to all Patreon members as soon as we get off of here. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday at 4 p.m. Enjoy Bunnyman.
Oh my goodness. Dude. Hit play and get it figured out.
All right. Phil's playing it. All right.